tent number 2 for today. This is the L.L.Bean Ultralight Microlight Ultralight 2, or Microlight UL 2. This comes with tent body, a rain cover, 2 poles. So this is a long, I call it a praying mantis pole, a little one right there, 3 guy lines, and 9 tent stakes. I believe this tent weighs under 2 pounds, if not just over. It's like 2 pounds 3 ounces. And additionally, I got the footprint that goes along with it, because with any decent tent you should get a footprint. So like I did in my last video, I'm going to take the tent body and put it through the grommet, so that when I put the tent pole through the grommet, it actually is going through both and not just one. And I'm going to do that for all 4 corners. And then I'm going to put the pole, the praying mantis pole, through all 4 corners. So if you look, this has a little, piece that conjoins all 3 of these, and it tells you which side's the top. And this is offset. There's a taper, so this side is wider than that side. So obviously these poles are longer. This is the spine, and then these poles are shorter, so these are going to go on the bottom over there. As you can tell, it has a nice big spine, so it gives you plenty of headroom. And I'm just going to do, like you would on every other tent. And once all the clips are on, then I'm going to take the little pole here, and this is going to sit into a grommet right there. So I'm actually going to pick this up, put this through the grommet, and then line it up with this little notch right here. Tilt that upwards, and then pull that next piece through, so that it expands like that. Now, one trick with these V-style tent stakes is if you're pushing them in with your finger, they actually can hurt quite a bit. So what I'll do is take the corner of it and actually use that to push it down. That way, if that's sitting in more, it's going to have a better chance of holding onto this, and you're not going to be bashing your toe on it. So I'm actually going to just push those in. I'm going to put on the rain fly, and it's the same thing as the poles, as the tent. It has a bigger side and a smaller side. You just want to figure out which side is wider, and then set that up obviously on the head side where it's going to be. I don't know if L.L.Bean does this on all their tents, but on both of the tents that I have from them, all the seams line up with all the poles. So if you look, I think this is one instance where it's close but not right on there. Most of the seams line up with the poles. This might just need to get loosened a little bit. So that can all get lined up. So that's how you know your fly's on correctly. This is a 2-person tent. It doesn't look like it, but it is. There's plenty of room for 2 people, especially ultralight backpacking. Now up here, you have a little hanger to put on like a Lucy lantern or a headlamp. On the sides here, you have little mesh pockets to put headlamps, phones. I mean, that might be a little tight for phone, but little personal items that you'll need at night. And then just this full length zipper mesh. So perfect for the summer because it's nice and covered in mesh. It's gonna be nice and light. And when you're backpacking, you're probably going to be a bit sweaty, so you're going to want something that's going to have cross breeze. And you can also set up all your stuff, your boots, all that out here. I undo that. Into the zipper. You really see how much room is right there. There's plenty for a pack and a pair of boots. This is going to be great for ultralight backpackers. This is going to be great for any backpacker. This is going to be great for scouts that are getting into backpacking. This is not going to be a car camping tent. It's just too small. Especially if you're going to be this is going to be really tight for 2 people. When you're backpacking, obviously it makes sense because you're wanting to take up as little room as possible. You're going to be plenty protected, but also you're focusing on weight because you're carrying it on your back all day. If you're car camping, it's just, this might be a 1-person tent and that'll be fine, but it'll be tight for 2 people, especially with all the stuff that you're going to be bringing with you. Obviously not for a family. It's just focused on ultralight, single to 2 people, and covering a lot of area in one day. Obviously, mesh, no-seam mesh, L.L.Bean does it right. And all these seams are sealed. I believe they're taped, actually. It feels like they're sealed. Plus side, positives, it's super light. It's super affordable. It is, perfect for summer camping. Downsides is it's a 3-season tent. You're not going to be sleeping in this in the winter. It's going to be way too cold. There's way too much mesh in here. It's going to be way too much of a cross breeze. Also, downsides, durability is going to come into factor when you go ultralight. This should have no problem being nice and durable, but at the same time, it's also, I wouldn't be sleeping on rocks with it every night. It's going to get ripped apart like any other nylon tent like this. So be cautious about where you set it up. If you're setting it up on dirt or you're setting it up on, duff, leaves, stuff like that, you should be fine. But once you start setting it up on real rocky areas, real, big chunky roots, I don't know why you'd be setting up there, but it's going to be more prone than a more durable tent to have rips. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this tent or L.L.Bean tents in general, I'm more than happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys next time.